You are performing a two-tailed test for a population proportion. If alpha equals 0.006, find the positive critical value to 2 decimal places. Now, because this is a population proportion, I know I'm going to be using the normal distribution. It's a two-tailed test, so unlike a left or right-tailed test, I need to first split my significance level into 2 tails. So the 2 tails tell me to split my significance level into each of these. So what I'm going to do is cut this in half and deliver half to the left and half to the right. Now I can look up this z-score, and I'll do it in 2 ways. I'm going to use the normal distribution table and a spreadsheet, and then I'll get this z-score. Now the one on the left should be negative and the one on the right should be positive. If we don't get that, then we know we've done something wrong. So let's look up 0.003 as a probability on the normal distribution table. So I'm looking up 0.003. I've got 0.0029, 0.003 exactly tells me I've got a z-score of negative 2.75. Negative 2.75. Now, if I've got now I'm looking at the right-hand side. If I've got 0.003 to the right, that means to the left of the right-hand z-score, I'm going to have 0.997. That's all the way to the right. Oh, sorry, to the left. So this, to get the next z-score, this is what I'm actually going to look up, because that will be the z-score with 0.997 to the left, which is the same as the z-score that has 0.003 to the right. So let's look up 0.997 on the table. 0.9969.997, and that will be a z-score of 2.75. Now, it is no coincidence that these two are opposites of each other. We have the negative on the left and the positive on the right. That should always happen for our two-tailed tests. So the lesson here is we could shorten our trip if we just look up the left tail one, and then we know the right side will have a z-score of the positive version. Oftentimes you'll see this written as z equals plus or minus 2.75. It's got the positive version and the negative version, and that will happen when it's a two-tailed test. Now, if we wanted to find this in a spreadsheet, I'll just look up, now that we know that, I'll just look up the negative z-score, and then we can find the positive z-score by just plugging a positive on it. So we're going to use the norm.s.in for S for standard and in for inverse, which will take my significance level and give me the z-score, negative 2.747, which rounds to negative 2.75, and I know the positive z-score will be positive 2.75.